Do you want to know how you can get your life into alignment? Well, oftentimes when our life isn't in alignment, it can have to do with our past. Sometimes you'll notice that you date the same people, or you are presented with the same situations in your career, or just that, you're kind of reliving the same situation again, and you almost feel like you can feel like the victim sometimes of why is this situation constantly being presented to me? But that is because it has a lesson for you. So today we're going to do a reading on a situation from your past that you need to release in order to get into alignment today. So if you feel like you want to get into alignment and that you can release something from your past, then watch this video and receive the message that is meant for you. So in the next clip, we're going to present all 3 piles. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, center yourself, and connect with your intuition. Ask your highest self, which pile has the message that I need to hear right now? So for those of you who selected pile number 1, what you need to release from your past is, it's actually seems like a good thing, because what you guys have showing up in your past is that you had a lot of support from whether it's your family, your partner. Basically you have a good support system of people who are there to uplift you and provide support when necessary. But right now you're being asked to kind of close that chapter, which doesn't mean releasing those people from your life. It just means that the chapter of you relying so heavily on that support system needs to close, because you guys are idea people and you have a lot of ideas and you want to be independent. But in order to really, branch out and become independent, you guys kind of need to close that chapter. So you might have come to a place in your life in your recent past where you felt like you were almost thinking about everything that happened in your life up until now, and just trying to really assess your life and where you are and how you can move forward. So the best thing for you moving forward really is to become more independent and to, rely more on yourself rather than your support system. So your current situation right now, you guys have the 3 of Wands, and I don't know if you can see this card, but the 3 of Wands is somebody who really is trying to plan their future, trying to just, he's looking out on the horizon and thinking, okay, where am I going to go from here? What can I do? He has a positive outlook on things, but he's just trying to plan where he's going to go and what he's going to do. But the blockage for you guys is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is all about just going within and being alone. So the big message that I'm getting here is that you guys really need to just spend some time alone, look within, and really I'm getting the word healing coming up a lot. So what you guys have in the section of how to release this block is the King of Pentacles and the Lemuria card. So I almost feel like you guys are entrepreneurs or are thinking about becoming entrepreneurs and starting your own business. So either you have started this recently, or you may have just had the idea, but your business is going to be centered around creating more harmony, more peace for people. So it's going to be through helping people in some way to, whether it's with self-care or achieving some sort of wellness. You're going to be wanting to do a business that has to do with helping people in that way. The thing here is that in order to help others truly, and in order to be in the place that you need to be to support others, you really have to do your own inner work on yourself. And you guys have the Hermit card and the Moon card coming up in your current situation. So you're really being asked to heal right now, to go within, to look at your fears, to look at your hopes, and to face them basically, and to separate your fears from your hopes, and to, do some inner work. So even meditation could be good for you guys, or just developing a practice where you're spending more time alone to cultivate your own energy and to really heal any aspects of yourself that call out for healing. So I know that you guys really want to, basically you guys want to also help people to heal, which is phenomenal. We need people doing this work. But you guys kind of need to heal yourself first. And of course, healing is a lifelong journey. Nobody's ever like fully healed, but there are some things that you need to heal within yourself before you really are at the stage where you can, you know, help people heal themselves. And it's definitely there for you. You guys, I can sense that you guys are healers, but you just need to do a little bit of inner work first before you can really, you know, have the success that you want with that business. This card I selected with the intention in mind that this was going to be your guide. So this card represents the guide that can help you, you know, release what you need to release and move into the place of alignment that you guys want to be in. And the card that came up is the Seer. It says, see beyond your current situation. So what this card is asking you is to use your visualization to see where you want to be. So maybe your current situation is presenting some, you know, obstacles and challenges for you, and I see that, and that's because you guys do need to look within and do that healing. But what your guidance is to keep visualizing where you want to be for your future. Because what we visualize is our intention, basically. And if you're, you know, visualizing challenges and roadblocks, then that's going to be what's going to come up for you. But if you are, you know, visualizing the kind of business that you want to have and the kind of harmony on earth that you want to create, then that's going to be, you know, through the law of attraction, what you're going to be moving towards and manifesting and filling your subconscious with. So I think that the guidance for you guys is really to just, you know, keep on your visualization of where you want to be and hold the intention of where you want to go, while also, you know, doing that healing for yourself. But overall, for those who selected pile 1, you guys definitely have a strong will. You got the Chariot or the Fairy Stallion card as your overall energy. So you guys have a strong will, and you just need to separate from your support system a little bit. Find your own healing so that you can be independent and help others through your healing. Okay, pile 1, so that's your advice for how to heal the past and align with where you want to be. I hope this resonated with you, and if it did, let me know in the comments down below. Bye! Okay, so for those of you who selected pile number 2, wow, you guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8 major arcana cards, and the major arcana cards indicate like the more intense energies that are present in your life, or the more long-lasting or like impactful energies in your life. So okay, it's just so interesting to me how each reading just comes with its own unique energy. But anyway, okay, so I'm getting really sexy vibes from you guys. Like, I feel like you guys are very charming people, and you are passionate and you care deeply about other people, and you're really like emotionally sensitive. You understand, you know, people's deep personal and internal worlds, and you make space for that when you spend time with them, and people really appreciate that about you. One thing that is really coming up from your past, I'm getting a really strong sense that your parents are very different from you in some way. There's almost like you feel that there's a disconnect, that you can't relate with them, like that you feel like they're very successful maybe, or they're very practical, or just the way that they go about and approach life is just so different from the way that you know, feel like you are as a person. You're very dreamy, very imaginative, very creative, and you love. You're like, if you don't realize it, you are a very like romantic person. And it's almost like you feel like your parents are just about like going with the plan or going with the schedule or doing what needs to be done, and you're more about like the dreamer child who, you know, wants to tap into their creativity, and you and your parents almost like don't mesh well, or at least that's how you feel. I'm not saying that that's how they feel or that's the reality of the situation, but that's kind of how you feel. So that is what is showing up for your past. For your present, it's almost like you feel like you're at a standstill right now, like you're in limbo, and you're almost feeling a little bit depressed. I hate to say it, but the card that came up as your blockage was the sun as a blockage, which whenever this card comes up as a blockage, it could mean, two different things. It could either mean that you're kind of egotistical and you're overly confident, and your confidence is based on like insecurities kind of, and that like it's your ego rather than like what you truly believe about yourself. So it might be that for some of you, or for some of you it could just mean that you are feeling kind of down, you don't know which way to go or who to turn to, and you just feel kind of like alone and depressed, but that this energy will soon be out of your life. This won't be there for long. It's just kind of what you're experiencing right now. The Two of Cups also came up. So there's some sort of intimate relationship that you have that you feel like is at a standstill right now. It's almost like, and it's hard for you because you are such a emotionally intelligent person, that you're picking up on the kind of disconnect that is happening in this relationship for you right now. And you're looking for something from this person who you have this intimate relationship with, and for some reason you feel like they're just looking elsewhere. They're not like paying attention to you, and yeah, so sorry about that, but you guys are just feeling a bit down, a bit at a standstill, and kind of almost like you need to make choices, but you're not sure what choices to make. And you guys really like to make decisions based on how you feel. And your cards for how to release this block is that, one, you have to sort of make peace with the fact that you do feel like your parents are different from you. And you guys also got the Star Mother, and it says, how can you mother yourself? And this card has such a beautiful energy. Every time it comes up, it just warms my heart, because this card is all about, mothering yourself. So if there is something that you guys aren't receiving from your parents, or that you feel like your parents can't support you with, you have the power to support yourself with this. Just because you feel like they don't value the same things that you do doesn't mean that what you value isn't valuable. And you guys also got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is so romantic. Like, I just feel like you guys are such charming people. And, so if you are in a relationship that is at a standstill and you kind of don't really know how to solve this issue, it could be as simple as bringing some romance back into this relationship. So like, going out on a date, or, staying in and getting intimate and making it lighthearted and just doing something that that, the two of you love, or that reminds you of a good time together. So yeah, definitely with regards to like that relationship issue, I would say bring in the spontaneity and the romance back in just a little bit, doing some fun and spontaneous stuff. And then also, you guys are so creative and so in touch with your feelings and your emotions that I feel you guys would be amazing artists. And either you guys are already artists, maybe you're a musician, maybe you draw, whatever type of art it is that you do, or maybe you don't, but this really could be something that you guys could excel at. So this card I selected, my intention when selecting this card was that this was going to be your guidance. So this was your guidance. This card was supposed to represent your guide for how you can release the past and move forward. And you guys got the Mirror Guardian. It says, take time to reflect. I almost get the sense that you guys feel like you're not being acknowledged for your strengths and what you're good at. Like, you're just not feeling like, it's almost like the things that you're good at, you're not seeing results with right now, and so you feel like you're not being acknowledged for what you're good at. And even though you guys do believe in yourself, your self-belief is just a little bit worn down right now. But this card is here to remind you that your guardian angels always see you in the highest possible light, and no matter what difficulties or challenges you're going through, or even if you are feeling like a little bit down or depressed, they always see you in the most positive light, because they know your true spiritual essence. So, really try to mother yourself and see yourself from that positive, beautiful, spiritual light. You know, try to, if other people aren't giving you credit where it's due, then, you know, recount your past and look at the things that you have excelled at and give yourself credit for where it's due. Because sometimes the reality is, unfortunately, that people are not, you know, they're going to be wrapped up in their own lives. And I just feel like you guys really have been striving and pushing forward, and you guys just need a little bit of encouragement. So if nobody's willing to give you that encouragement, I want you guys to give yourself permission to give yourself that encouragement, because you guys deserve it. So that's it for those who chose pile number 2. I hope that this reading resonated with you. You guys honestly have a very sexy, charming, like emotionally intellectual energy. You guys are truly unique people, and you just need to see yourself in the same light that your guardian angels would see you. So that is your reading for those who selected pile number 2. I hope this reading resonated with you, and let me know in the comments down below if it did and what you think. Okay, so for those of you who selected pile number 3, so you guys got the Queen of Wands as your overall energy. You guys are very outgoing people. Like, you get your energy from being around others. You like to inspire and motivate others, but you also kind of don't have time for people who are not willing to help themselves. Like, you're very confident, and when you're around people who aren't confident, you try and help them, but if they aren't willing to like kind of receive that help and like be more confident, then you just kind of don't have patience for them. You're just like, okay, enough with you, who's next? So it's you guys are very high energy people. So for your cards for your past, because this reading is what do you need to release from your past in order to be in alignment, I have to be honest, I am seeing possibly some sort of cheating in your past in a relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be cheating, but you basically have 2 cards that represent lies and deception and 1 card that represents love. So it doesn't necessarily have to be cheating in a relationship, but basically either someone wasn't honest with you previously in any form of a relationship that you had, or you weren't very honest, which I'm getting more of that sense is that maybe you weren't so honest about either you lied to somebody or you cheated on them, or you just weren't showing who you truly are and you kind of kept a certain part of yourself that is who you truly are, like concealed or hidden, or you were more mysterious. Your current energy right now, oh yeah. Okay, so you have the 3 of Cups as a blockage. So sometimes when this card comes up in a reading as a blockage that has to do with love or deception, it can mean infidelity or an affair. So the card that you have for your current situation, it looks like you're in a relationship and you are coming to a place where you are going to be committed. So either you're engaged, you're going to get married, or if you're not engaged, you're going to get married, you're at least, you know, going to live with this person, or you're in a relationship where you are committed or going to be more committed, but your energy is still very much with somebody else. So either you're having an affair still, or you had an affair in the past and your energy is still very much wrapped into that, or you lied about something in the past and your energy is very much wrapped up in another person. Like, you also have the 8 of Cups in your current situation. And this card always comes up when everything in our life seems to be great, but we just feel like there's something missing. So intellectually, you guys might assess your life and be like, okay, I have this, I have that, I'm stable, I'm in this relationship, everything's good. But you guys need to tune in with the portal of your heart, because your heart has the knowledge that you seek. Your heart knows what it truly wants. As the ever wise Selena Gomez said, the heart wants what it wants, baby. And your heart, it doesn't look like your heart is in the current situation that you're in right now, which looks like it is a relationship. So moving on to how you guys can release the past. So this ties in with your Queen of Wands energy. So you guys are almost like proud people. You really like, you want to be the center of attention, and you love being the center of attention, and you want to be like thought of as a very like successful and lively person. So you can sometimes put yourself in situations where you have like these little dramas or battles or diversity of opinions. Like maybe you're the type of person who plays devil's advocate, or you just create like issues in your relationship basically because your heart is not in the relationship. Bless. I know that like this is kind of an intense reading, especially like if you aren't awake to this matter and like you're just hearing all of this right now, but it's the truth, right? I'm here to deliver the message that is coming to me, and this is the message that is presented here. So, okay, so yeah, you guys are kind of creating these like bickering dramas, situations where you're letting like your pride get in the way because you're basically like seeking attention kind of. And then you guys also did get the boundaries card. So you guys need to make a line in the sand. You guys need to, say yes when you mean yes, say no when you mean no. And really the overall energy that I'm getting from this is just that you guys aren't aligned with your heart. You're just like, you guys are like the Queen of Wands. You have your strong will and your charisma, and you feel like that is just going to carry you through. And it does, but your heart is kind of tied up with somebody else and not in the current relationship that you're in. And, I just feel like this boundary that you need to create is saying yes when you mean yes and no when you mean no, almost like to yourself. Align your life with your heart more and what your true deep desires beneath who you think you should be. So this card I selected with the intention that this would be your guide. So I said like, as pile 3 people are releasing their past, what is their true guiding light? And you guys actually got the White Witch. It says, be the light. So really what I'm getting from this card is just honesty, purity, truth. I feel like you guys need to tell the truth. If you don't want to tell the truth to your partner or this relationship that you have where you're not being very honest, at least tell the truth to yourself. Really like tapping into what your heart wants, because you guys are kind of not in alignment right now with your love life, it looks like. So for everybody who chose pile number 3, I feel like you guys just need to be a bit more honest with yourselves and, try and put yourself in situations where you're the center of attention, because you guys thrive off of that. You love that. And just try to like be honest with yourself about whatever kind of dishonesty from your past you feel like is haunting you, and whoever this third person is that's kind of preventing you from committing in this current relationship that you're in. So yeah, so that's your advice if you chose pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if this pile resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, like and comment down below, and let me know what you thought of this video. Love you.